Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I received this from Influenster. If you guys don't know what Influenster is, I will leave my first video down below so you guys can go ahead and check it out. But essentially they sent this to me complimentary so that I can review it and give my honest opinion about it. So that's what I'm doing. This is a first impression on this Milk Makeup Blur Stick. Yeah. So it's a first impression on this, but a couple months ago they also sent me these two bad boys, which are the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Matte Foundation. They sent me the colors Caramel and Tan, or Caramel and Tan, and I never got around to doing a first impressions video or unboxing video on these, so I thought I'd just give you a twofer, and do their blur primer with their blur foundation. So if you guys want to see that, then go ahead and keep on watching. Also, don't forget that if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. It's right down below. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up at the end. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. I think that's it. I feel like I'm talking really fast, so let's get into the video. Okay guys, so this is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick Influencer box. This was sent to me completely free just for my review and opinion on it, in hopes that I could share my honest opinion and all that good stuff. So this is the box, and then you open it, and then it says Milk Makeup Blur Stick Matte Primer, Oil Free, Silicone Free, and Mattifying. And then it comes with a little postcard that tells you the claims of this product. It says, "Welcome to the Milk fam. We're so excited for you to try out our best-selling blur stick, and we can't wait to hear what you think. The Universal Face Filter Blur Stick Matte Primer. It blurs pores, proven to minimize the appearance of pores up to 68% using our blurring microsphere technology. It primes, goes on clear to prep skin for makeup, and leaves a smooth matte finish. For dry skin, moisturize before use. For oily skin, swipe directly onto skin to absorb oil and blend." And then it says it lets skin breathe with an innovative non-comedogenic, silicone-free, and oil-free formula that won't clog pores. Silicone-free, oil-free, gluten-free, vegan, cruelty-free. So that's good to know that it's vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. And this is what it looks like. Okay. A couple months ago, and I don't think I ever did a review on it, but they sent me their Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. They sent one in Caramel and one in Tan, I believe this was. But these were the two that they sent. I personally didn't have a good outcome with them, so hopefully with the specific Milk Makeup Blurring Primer, I will have a different outcome. Cross our fingers. But yeah. Okay, so let me just give you some information about this before we go on. So this is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, and it says everything that it said on that little postcard, and in the directions it says to apply all over face and blend. So I'm assuming it means blend with like whatever you're going to blend on your foundation with. This blur stick retails for $36. And each of these foundations are $40 a piece. Like I said, Influencer sent them to me, so I did receive them for free as well. And I also received one of those silicone sponges, and I believe that was $14. So this is available on Sephora.com, and it is $36. There is 1 ounce of product in this stick. So let's stop the talking and get into the first impression / review, I guess. Oh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this all over my face, and then I'm going to apply the foundation on one side using a brush and on one side using a beauty blender to see what kind of result I get. This honestly reminds me of like a cocoa butter stick. Like I don't even know if they make those anymore. It literally doesn't feel like anything, so. See the product being, I can see the product being like dispersed slightly, but yeah, there we go. I can see it now. I don't have a crazy issue with a lot of pores, so okay. So on my right side, your left, I'm going to blend this in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. And then the other side, the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. On the right side of my face, it's going to be the brush, and on the left side of my face, it's going to be the Beauty Blender, or the makeup sponge. This color isn't right for me now that it's almost winter, but they did send this to me during the summer when I was a little darker, so we'll just have to make do. It blends out really well. Look at the difference. Crazy. It blends out really, really well. I get it all the way down to my chest. I feel like it kind of like blends in a little bit better. But it's definitely not my shade right now. Okay, now the next side I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. I feel like it definitely blended out better with the brush. This is supposed to be a matte primer and a matte foundation, and I don't see either of those things. I can see still like a shine, almost like a satin finish, I would say, more than a matte. I normally don't set my face with anything, so I'm not going to worry about doing that. But I will let this set in, and then I will do a second layer. Okay, so that has dried down some, so I'm going to take a little bit more and see if this is buildable. I definitely look like super, super dark. And I believe that it oxidizes and it just gets darker. So that's not a really good look. Right now, I really can't tell a difference between the application. I feel like they both look super similar. They both look super oily. I feel like if anything, it's accentuating my pores, which is kind of annoying for it's supposed to be like pore blurring, but I mean, whatever. I don't feel like it looks like it smoothed out anything. So I'm gonna let this set and then we're gonna come back and finish the rest of my face. Okay, so the foundation is dried down, even though it doesn't look it. It still looks very shiny, like if I have excess oil or maybe not so much of a matte finish, but maybe more of like a satin finish. I am aware that the color is too dark. Yes, I know, but there's nothing you can do about it other than blend it down. We're testing the formula, not the color right now, okay? Okay. I'm not even gonna bother with that because it's just gonna be useless. But I am going to do the rest of my face and we will see how this goes. So I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. That. I'm taking some banana powder. I never normally set my entire face. I usually only set my under eye area, so we're going to give this the true test. The foundation doesn't look bad, aside from like the color, obviously, but I don't know. I don't know if it lives up to what it's claiming to do. The pore minimizer didn't, I feel like it didn't do anything at all. I feel like it looks exactly the same when I use nothing or just a moisturizer and not so much a pore minimizer. I don't hate it. See, but that still feels really, really tacky. I'm just going to go ahead and dust some banana powder all over my face. Well, in the spots that are super, super oily. A matte, well, I'm more of a matte foundation kind of girl, so that has to happen. Okay, that looks a little bit better. You could still see some of the shine, but it's not as shiny as it was. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of my face. So far, I mean, aside from the color, now that I set it down, it doesn't feel so bad and it doesn't look so bad. I think I like the way that it blended out better with the brush. I feel like I got better coverage with the brush rather than the makeup sponge. I feel like overall this side looks better. I don't feel like the pore minimizer did anything. I have pores here more than anywhere else. I mean, I have texture everywhere, but I have more pores here than anywhere else on my face. And I don't feel like it did much of a difference. It doesn't feel tacky anymore. I think that's because I set it down. But once I set it down, it looked a lot better than just with nothing. So I'm happy about that. I guess I like this foundation more than I thought. I did try it when I first got it and I wasn't pleased with it, but I also used it with the silicone sponge that it came with, and I used it with a beauty blender. I didn't use the brush. I've been using the brush lately. I go back and forth. Sometimes I constantly use a brush, sometimes I constantly use a beauty blender to blend out my foundation, but lately I've been liking the blush or the brush look more, so maybe that's what did it. But I mean, even the color isn't that noticeable once you blend it out, and the brush did a really good job doing that. So I guess overall this combination isn't terrible like I thought it was. The foundation is definitely a lot better with the primer, although the primer didn't do the pore minimizing blurring thing that it claims to do. This definitely blends out a lot better with a brush. So I would probably use this in the summertime, obviously because of the skin tone, but in the summertime with a brush, and that would be it. I could do without this primer. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's also not the worst. It helped the foundation apply better, but that was pretty much it. So overall, I don't know. I would not purchase these on my own. That is for damn sure. Sorry. Sorry, Milk Makeup. Sorry, Influencer. I'm not here to bash you guys, but you wanted my honest opinion, and that is it. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. And I think that's it. So as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.